For example, noble gases. All the noble gases have their outermost shell completely full, and they satisfy either the duplet or the octet rule. Now, all other elements apart from noble gases, what they do, they don't satisfy the octet or duplet rule, but they try to satisfy the octet rule and duplet rule by reacting with other elements. So bonding, yes. So for example, I have calcium over here, all right? So calcium, I can see that it has 2 electrons in the outermost shell, right? But what calcium will try to do is that it will try to become, like it will try to attain octet rule. Now, in order for calcium to attain octet configuration, 2 things can happen. Either calcium can lose 2 electrons, okay, or gain 6 electrons. Now, which is easier for calcium to do?
2 electrons. Easier to lose than gain.
Exactly. So it is easier for calcium to lose 2 electrons than gain. So what calcium will end up doing, whatever is easier, okay? So it will lose these 2 electrons. Now if calcium loses these 2 electrons, then how many electrons does calcium have after it lost those 2 electrons?
8.
Total.
18,
yes.
But so 18, but calcium becomes an ion, and it gains a charge, and it gains a charge of +2, because if you lose electrons, that will give a positive charge, and if you gain electrons, that would give a negative charge.
Okay, so can you tell me why does it give a positive charge if I lose 2 electrons?
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, please.
Because when you because generally, just like a rule in math, whenever you're transferring one thing to another, since like losing is like subtracting, minus, so then when it transferred, it would become plus, and then vice versa further.
Okay, so that is partially right, but not entirely. So let's take a look at what happens, all right? So it ends up, so after I lose 2 electrons, I end up having a total of 18 electrons. But how many protons do I have?
Protons, you have 20.
So now when I add these 2 things,
+2, you would get +2. So it has a charge of +2.
Yes. So I'm going to write calcium as +2 because it has lost these 2 electrons, and when it loses the 2 electrons, I have 2 extra protons, right? Which is why I end up getting a charge of +2.
And vice versa for minus.
Yeah. Now, can you guys tell me what will be the charge on, let's say, chlorine? Atomic number 17. Okay, so I want you to first write the electronic configuration and then tell me what will be, and by the way guys, this is called as the calcium ion. Ion is any atom or molecule which has a charge with it, okay? So this is a calcium ion. I want you to tell me the ion for chlorine. What will be the chlorine ion?
Ma'am, the chlorine ion -1. The charge of chlorine would be -1, because the number of electrons is greater than the number of protons, because there's 1 extra electron, so that gives it a charge of negative. And
very good. Yes,
gives the charge of -1.
Very good. Yes. All right. So is there any, like, did everybody understand this? If yes, please say yes. If no, please tell me so. Tell me what is the, can you tell me what ion will chlorine give? So this calcium +2 is called an ion. Similarly, can you find out the ion for chlorine? Chlorine atomic number is 17. Okay, so I want you to tell me. Okay, first Abhijit, start with electronic configuration. What is the electronic configuration of chlorine? Okay, do you know the atomic numbers from 1 to 20?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so that is the first thing that you need to do, Abhijit. By next class, I need you to like memorize the first 20 elements in the periodic table along with their atomic numbers. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So until you do that, you will not understand anything that is happening in this class. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And once you do that, I want you to come back and watch this video one more time. The video is being recorded, so you can watch this video later and clear all your doubts. If you are not able to understand even after that, then we can discuss it again. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I'll proceed now. Okay, so we know that chlorine has an electronic configuration 287. All right. So 7 meaning that it can either lose 7 electrons or gain 1 electron to satisfy the octet rule. Now it is easier for it to gain 1 electron than lose 7 electrons, so it will gain 1 electron. If it gains 1 electron, you have 18 electrons and 17 protons. So protons are positively charged, electrons are negatively charged. When I end up adding this, I end up getting -1. So that is why the ion of chlorine is -1. Okay. So now, does anybody want me to talk about valency? If you want me to talk about valency or explain valency, please let me know. Okay, so let us talk about valency now. Valency is nothing but the combining capacity of an atom. Okay, so that is the fancy word, but what does that even mean? Okay, so for example, the valency of calcium is 2. Valency of chlorine is 1. How do we get that? Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take, guys, please mute yourselves. Ishan? Okay. So if you look at the calcium atom, all right, so we look at the calcium atom, it has 2 electrons in the outermost shell and it loses these 2 electrons. So valence, so the outermost shell is also known as the valence shell, okay? Outermost shell, valence shell.
So it should attain the electronic configuration of a noble gas to gain stability, right?
Yes, absolutely right. Okay, so the valence shell is also called as, so outermost shell is also called as the valence shell. So the number of electrons in the valence shell, or sorry, the electrons in the valence shell are called valence electrons. Electrons in the valence shell are called valence electrons. Okay. So now the number of valence electrons determines the valency of an element. Okay. For example, calcium has 2 valence electrons. So its valency is 2. Sodium, atomic number 11, electronic configuration 281, has 1 valence electron, so its valency is 1. Okay. Now what happens to chlorine? Chlorine has 7 electrons, but so the valency of chlorine should be 7, right? But it is not 7. The valency of chlorine is 1. Can somebody tell me why the valency of chlorine is 1 and not?
Because it has to gain 1 electron to gain stability.
And because it is easier to gain 1 more electron to be stable.
But ma'am, if it gains the electronic configuration of noble gases, why isn't everything noble gas?
Everything isn't noble gas because the number of protons are still different, right?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So Yeah, good answer, guys. So the reason why, so the valency of chlorine will not be 7. The valency of chlorine will be whatever is the least amount of work. So the least amount of work for chlorine is to gain 1 electron. So gaining 1 electron meaning valency is 1. Okay. Now similarly, can you tell me the valency of sulfur? Atomic number 16. Very good. Okay, Shaumik. Good question, Ronak. Before that, Shaumik, why is your answer 6? Good. So if that means you understand electronic configuration, which is great. So sulfur is 2,8,6 is the electronic configuration. It has 6 valence electrons, but that does not mean that valency is 6. Valency is 2. Why is the valency 2? Because it requires 2 more electrons to attain stability, right? So which is why the valency will be 2. Okay, so always remember valency is always going to be less than or equal to 4. It cannot be. Valency will never ever be greater than 4. Is that clear? And also valency will never have a charge. It will never have a positive or negative charge. It will only tell you how many electrons are either given away or how many electrons are gained. It will not tell you, it will not tell you whether it's loss or gain. It will only tell you the exchange of electrons. Okay, number of electrons exchanged. It will not tell you if it gained or lost. It will only tell you the exchange of electrons. And valency is always less than 4. Did you understand this, Shaumik? Okay, great. All right. So, okay. So somebody asked me what is the valency of silicon. All right. So silicon atomic number, guys. What is the atomic number of silicon?
14.
Very
14.
good. So silicon atomic number 14. What is the electronic configuration?
284.
284.
4. So what will be its valency?
Ma'am,
4.
I think
Because,
4.
ma'am, but if it becomes an ion, how should it get its sign? Because it has to do the same thing because.
So the thing is, silicon can either be +4 or -4, but valency is what?
4.
4, because valency will never have a charge, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so valency will be 4. Now we don't know if it is +4 or -4. It depends on the situation. We won't go into that right now. Okay? It is all these elements which have 4, which can either gain 4 or lose 4. There is a bit of a, it's a little tricky. So we'll do that later. Let's not get there. Okay, so valency is always less than or equal to 4. Let's just remember that. Okay. All right. So now can you guys tell me what is the valency of potassium? Okay. Atomic number 90. Is that right? Okay, 2881. Yes, Veda, that is the electronic configuration. I need you to tell me the valency. 1. Excellent. Okay, so can you guys tell me the valency of phosphorus? Phosphorus atomic number 15. 1, 5.
3.
Excellent. Okay, can you guys tell me the valency of oxygen? Oxygen atomic number 8.
2.
Perfect. All right. So looks like you guys are pretty good at this.